Hey everyone, Sari here. I'm gonna use this video to go over the mechanics of the bonus unit slot in Aether Raid's defense that got introduced today with Seiros. You do need Seiros on your team to use this bonus unit slot, and you can use any Anima Mythic, any Anima Blessed unit, or an in-season legendary in that slot. One of the most immediately noticeable and straightforward mechanics of this is that the unit in that slot will always start the enemy phase by ending their turn immediately. This only applies if the entire defense team is still alive, and it might sound like a major drawback, but there's an interaction with dancers that's actually really important to keep in mind.
As you will.
So if we just end turn here, we'll see it happen. And as you can see, Veronica, you can see which unit is the bonus because of this little symbol. So when we end turn here, Veronica's going to get locked out of her move, but then she can get danced immediately and move in. So the next part of this is that you can't actually use this to set up a restore trap. And that's because when they end turn, they actually get all of the benefits that carries. So it clears all of their debuffs. So while you can't use that to set up a restore trap, clearing their debuffs is actually really important when you consider stuff like isolation. Especially because you can actually use it to set up a rally trap very easily. So another quirk of this is that even though the bonus unit will end their turn right away, their threat range is still used to potentially activate the map, which is really, really powerful when you have a ranged cavalry in that bonus slot. So here I have Leith with a rally, and I'm using Rayson just because he can actually catch up to her. I don't have a duo Sigurd who works really well with this new mechanic. But here we'll just get to see it in action.
Yes.
So at the start, Veronica ends her turn, but because she's able to attack Alphonse, Leith will rally her and get danced, and then she can move in to attack Alphonse. Now, one of the features of this that I think is going to show up in some of the really, really high-end defenses is how this works with odd recovery, which was available with Winter Zephyrin, who I don't think I'm going to fodder myself, but we'll see. I like Zephyrin. So here we have odd recovery on Zephyrin, who is our bonus unit. And what this means is that he actually makes the entire team immune to isolation, because he'll cleanse it from everyone within 2 spaces, except himself, at the start of every odd turn. And because he's the bonus unit, he'll also cleanse it from himself by immediately ending his turn. And that's extremely powerful because you can use it to launch a high threat unit like Reinhardt directly into the enemy team. And again, this works a lot better with someone like Duo Sigurd, just because he has that extra tier of threat range. I'm using Peony for this just because she works well with it, and she's a ranged dancer who comes with aerobatics, so she can kind of work the same as Duo Sigurd. But here, let's see it in action. Also worth mentioning is that Reinhardt has a rally here, which is also important for this to work.
As you will.
And the drawback of this is that it requires 2 dancers, and they're both going to use their actions to get 1 unit into the enemy team. So it's a very strong turn 1 engagement, but it does have limitations. Alright, there it is. I hope it helps. I think this is going to create some really interesting new defenses, and I'm looking forward to seeing how everything turns out. Good luck with your Aether Raids matches yourself, and I'll see you next time.